Today, we're here to talk to you about how the ending of the first Wreck-it Ralph movie could have solved a minor plot hole, or maybe it's a major plot hole. I'm not sure which. In Wreck-it Ralph 2, Ralph wrecks the internet. Which, in Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-it Ralph is the villain of, an online game updated Fix-it Felix called Felix Fixes the Internet. Just kidding. There isn't any game called Felix Fixes the Internet and Ralph Breaks the Internet, Ralph Wrecks the Internet, or Felix Repairs the Internet, but that would be a funny thought if it was, right? No, what I'm actually here to talk about is, I've actually come up with I found a pretty good answer. Well, I have a theory that has a pretty good answer as to how Fix-it Felix could have covered for Wreck-it Ralph while he was out on the internet with how Fix-it Felix could have covered for Wreck-it Ralph for a day when he was out on the internet with Vanellope on streets to make money on BuzzTube to buy a steering wheel on eBay that would save Sugar Rush. In the first, because part of a big aspect of the plot in the first Wreck-it Ralph movie was the game Fix-it Felix was out of order when Wreck-it Ralph tried to win a medal in Hero's Duty, and then he got lost in Sugar Rush, and Vanellope tried to use the medal as a coin to get her into the Sugar Rush race. So Fix-it Felix had to partner up with Sergeant Calhoun from the game Hero's Duty to find Wreck-it Ralph and Sugar Rush and bring him back to Fix-it Felix Junior where they rightfully belong. So I bet you're wondering, well, how could Fix-it Felix have saved his game from not going out of order again in Ralph Breaks the Internet? Well, the ending of Wreck-it Ralph. Well, here's where the ending of the first Wreck-it Ralph movie comes in. In one scene from the middle of Wreck-it Ralph, and Wreck-it Ralph is after exiting the bad guy's anonymous meeting from the Pac-Man game. Wreck-it Ralph swipes a pair of cherries on his way out, and when he's walking by the Game Central station, he gives one of the cherries. He gives one of those giant cherries to Q-bert and his fellow cohorts who are out of the game, and at the end of the first Wreck-it Ralph, that minor plot thread gets resolved when Fix-it Felix uses his magic golden hammer that fixes everything it touches. Which I thought was funny. Which I thought made for a pretty funny joke when Fix-it Felix couldn't wreck his way out of the Sugar Rush prison dungeon because his hammer only made the chocolate window bars bigger and harder to chew through. Why do I fix everything I touch? Yeah, Fix-it Felix. Okay, sorry, I got off topic there. So back onto the topic, and Fix-it Felix uses magic golden hammer to build new homes for Wreck-it Ralph and all the other, the gameless characters, Q-bert and other video games that work together in a bunch. And Fix-it Felix gave a new home to characters who lost their game. Not Wreck-it Ralph also, Wreck-it Ralph and Fix-it Felix also asked the Q-bert characters to help them out with bonus levels, which many kids at the end, Wreck-it Ralph seemed to like, because they thought it was cool to see the Q-bert characters who lost their game that make an inexplicable comeback in Fix-it Felix Junior when Fix-it Felix, I guess Q-bert may have given them a co-op player option, because when the Q-bert characters crossed over to Fix-it Felix Junior, Fix-it Felix Junior and Q-bert were both heroes as whom you could play, who would fix the buildings that are wrecked by Wreck-it Ralph and the villain characters from Q-bert, who are also doing the wrecking with him. Like I know one of them was a piece of dynamite with eyes that certainly fit a couple of wrecking buildings or buildings to fix. So my point here is that if Fix-it Felix and Wreck-it Ralph could get the Q-bert characters to also fix and wreck things with them in the bonus levels of Wreck-it Ralph, that's actually one likely way that Fix-it Felix and Sergeant Tamora Calhoun could have tamed the Sugar Rush children. From the beginning of Ralph Breaks the Internet, that how most of the Sugar Rush children, sans Vanellope, were misbehaving and wrecking things. They were causing a big ruckus or fracas in the Niceland apartment they were in together. Fix-it Felix and Calhoun thought they could who married at the end of the first Wreck-it Ralph. They thought they could, they decided they could take care of the children from Sugar Rush and adopt them and teach them manners. And taking care of children turned out to be a lot harder than Fix-it Felix thought it would be. And the Search Protector man warned them about this. They didn't listen to me. Learned that the hard way, and the hard was. So my best guess as to how Fix-it Felix and Sergeant Calhoun got the Sugar Rush kids to behave at the end of Ralph Breaks the Internet is that I think the most likely answer is that when Wreck-it Ralph was gone and when Wreck-it Ralph was out in eBay and slaughter racing busted with Vanellope, Fix-it Felix probably saved his game from going out of order by finding a good use for the other Sugar Rush children's destructive behavior, by allowing them to use wrecking the buildings that Wreck-it Ralph usually wrecks was probably a very good, useful, effective outlet for them that was both constructive and destructive at the same time. So if Fix-it Felix got the Sugar Rush kids to behave by allowing them to use wrecking the buildings that he would fix as an outlet until they've finally gotten out all their destructive energy, then that's probably how the trouble that the Sugar Rush children caused may have saved Fix-it Felix Junior from going out of order again. If they could do Wreck-it Ralph's job of wrecking buildings the same way that the Q-bert characters did.